Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada, Allegiant Stadium, home of the Oakland Raiders, but today, home to the start of another exciting college football season as we are ready to crank it up here in Vegas in the Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Owls will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions offense will have the football first. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed. But what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
And the punt team able to smack it to the ground. So Florida Atlantic's offense will get the ball for the first time. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust in this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking...
At LSU. Need to change my hat. Chat, I'm back. Can't lose in 3-zip. Uh-oh. Livy, take Drew bottle down stuff.
To a new team, and now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Weston.
Weston.
Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41. And a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Business, man.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, man.
From the gun, the ground game.
Yeah, man.
Got enough for the first.
Yeah,
Falls down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it early in this football game.
Breaks into the open. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Guys, let's talk about Florida Atlantic. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country. But you do wonder if things have... And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Owls. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Quarterback with that bad pass, boy, you lucky.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cole. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more
Last year
productive
with
this
FAU,
time
Cam.
around.
If Georgia Tech is available, I'm heading on to Georgia Tech.
Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Cole. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. They'll move the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Oh, why you stay outside?
The
Stay
Nittany
outside,
Lions
bro.
come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep
He
the
did.
drive alive.
Let him make contact and stay outside.
They'll try to run for it. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
Yes.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Grabbed in the middle. It's Weston. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Weston. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Give to the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far.
Here.
Going in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
We got pursuit.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on second down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Fires into traffic, picked off. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Weston. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. Florida Atlantic trying to punch it in from the red zone. They just keep firing. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown Owls.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25.
Tell me that LSU team had a run. That was
Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Nobody around as he makes the catch. Wide open spaces. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job.
Mike?
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone.
Invite,
You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
I'm in now. Send that invite. I'm in now.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Unloads to the
Oh, I ain't see him.
Intercepted.
He dropped. He drifted back.
Couldn't find much breathing
Look
room
at that
to
DN.
return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Take the double team.
Give
Let's go.
to the
Make
running
money.
back.
Make money.
And he never had a
Make money.
chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top.
Make money.
Catch in the middle, it's Tootin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Here's the snap, looking to throw.
You got him?
Quickly out to the tight end. He's got it up. It'll be a first
all
down.
got
They've
man,
got it at the 12. First snap in the red zone on this
We
drive.
got man, bro. We got man, bro.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two...
Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score.
Hey, Mike, did the season start yet?
Inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his target down the middle. They make
this
the
money.
stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Mike, if you still watching, did the season start yet?
Really attack on this second and short. Snagged in the middle, it's Weston. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10.
Let's go.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense, and he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown!
That's exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Cole. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. How bold will they be on third down after that?
Let's go D-line. Let's work.
From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Weston. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Spits it out to the back. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Yes.
There's a difference between being physical and pass interference, and that was way over the line. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down.
Not here yet.
In the middle, it's Weston.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Trying to seal the edge on the right. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Get it out to the supersonic guy. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man.
What you was in?
You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. First half.
Halftime.
It's time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
He's still there?
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He's got it, 1st down and more. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Poe. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st.
Nice strong hands, man.
Come to the line on
Nice
3rd
strong
down,
hands.
trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Just keeps slinging it. Caught over the middle. It's Weston. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Owls started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
Oh, snap. Tip drill.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. BYU was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Robbie Bosco and company delivered in their national championship season of 1984. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
'96.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the
What's his speed?
25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense.
Go on their roster.
Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target. I mean, in breaking route, got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
3rd and long. No secret what he needs here. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down.
That's a receiver, dog. Hey, that's the DN that played for the Cowboys with the green jacket.
And the returner will be brought down. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Turning it on. Past the 30. Inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. 14. Coming out with it, it's Cole. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one...
Hauls it in down the sideline. He's loose. Inside the... And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. He had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense changing the play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start offense.
Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Got his man on the right. And he's wrestled to the ground.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his back in the middle. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Now they'll run it on the toss. At the 45 on his way. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards rushing. And with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Makes the grab on the left. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Pancho.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Hold that.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to loosen.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass.
2 clock offense only.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Finds his man. It's Weston. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. It'll be 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Takes the easy completion. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
And man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Quick strike complete.
Yeah, first.
He didn't make it. No.
Get that.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Oh, snap. Dallas. Name Dallas, man. They got stars on the bench. Stars on the bench, bruh. Bruh, come to FAU, bruh. You gonna play. Buddy holding up to you. I'll sit down. You never let him get a chance. Check, mic check. Mic check, check, check. Chill, man. Where's my folder that has